Today we are going to be discussing exactly how much money it would cost to start a vending machine business. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Financial Wolf channel. So today, as I already mentioned, I'm going to be going over realistically how much it's going to cost you to get started with your vending machine business. And honestly, this answer really does depend on how much money you have to start. But honestly, you can get started in vending with as little as $50 and you can get started with $20,000. It really doesn't matter. But I'm going to be going over some realistic, affordable options in terms of startup capital on how much it's going to cost for your vending machine business and how much return on your investment you're going to expect to get. In today's video, I'm going to be going over 3 different ways in terms of startup capital to start your vending machine business. And these 3 different ways are going to be classified into 3 groups: bronze, silver, and gold. Bronze will be the group that requires the least amount of capital, and gold will be the group that requires the most amount of capital. The gold group will obviously give you the best jumpstart on your vending machine business, but a lot of people might not have as much money to start their vending machine business as others. So it might be difficult to get right into that gold group. So you might want to go with a bronze or silver to start, or you don't want to risk too much money, right? So that's why for this video, I'm going to be giving you guys 3 different groups that you can decide on how much you want to invest into your business. With the bronze group, the amount of capital that you're going to need to spend to get started in the vending machine industry is anywhere between $93 and $136. And you'll see where I'm getting those figures from in just a second. So I'm going to hop on my computer and show you guys right now. Okay, so we're here in my computer, and now it is time to show you guys where I'm getting these numbers from. Anywhere from $93 to $136 is going to cost you to get into the vending machine industry if you're going with the bronze group. So where I'm getting this figure from is, to start off, you're going to have to buy a vending machine. And the vending machine that I'm going to recommend, if you guys cannot source locally, which is what I recommend you do first, but if you're in a location like mine, which is a little bit of a smaller area, it's a little bit more difficult to find vending machines that are listed locally simply because there's a lower population. So when we're here on the gumballmachine.com or the Gumball Machine Warehouse, you can see they have vending machines listed for $85, and these are actually the cheapest ones they have. You can either go with this black one right here, or you can go with this red one right here. They're both great, and it really doesn't matter which one you decide with. The options do come where you can buy a little bit more of an expensive gumball machine if you want a coin drawer with it, which looks a little bit like this, and it's a lot less of a hassle if you want a coin drawer. It's something I actually recommend if you have the money for it, and that's probably what I would be doing when I actually go ahead and buy my first vending machine after I close a location, because I'm gonna try and close a location before actually buying a vending machine. But if we're right here, we're looking at this vending machine, yes, we want a coin drawer. That's going to cost us an extra $15, and it's going to make the startup investment a little bit higher with $100 for the first machine. It doesn't really matter what color, as I already mentioned, and here's where you're going to pick what products you want to vend. If you want 1-inch Acorn toy capsules, it's going to cost $5 extra. If you want gumballs, or if you want candy, it's just going to be the same normal price where no added cost is going to be there. So for me, I would probably pick candy for the first machine, and for the coin mechanism, I would just do 1/4 standard. I'm not too familiar with what this stuff means, but I'm just going to go with the standard. And then obviously I just want a regular monster stand. I'm not going to go with like a chrome stand for $20 extra, which I think this is a chrome stand and this is a monster stand, if I am correct. I'm still a little bit new to this, and I'm just getting into the industry, so I'm not like a crazy genius or anything like that when it comes to vending. So obviously you're gonna get your first vending machine, and if you're in the bronze group, you're only gonna get 1 machine for anywhere between $85 to $100, and the recommended website that I like for you guys to use is Gumball Machine Warehouse. I have that linked in the description for you guys. It's not an affiliate link or anything like that. I won't be making any money off of it, but that's just linked there for you guys, because I definitely am probably going to be buying my first machine from this website. So $85 for the first machine, which is just a single head. And then for the candy, what I recommend is you guys either go for the gumballs, you go for Skittles, or you go for M&Ms. And that's going to cost you anywhere from $8 to $36 if you decide to go with a big batch of gumballs. So that's for you guys to decide whatever you want to do. What I recommend is go with one of the big three, the most popular candies out there, which is Skittles, M&Ms, or bubble gum. If you're investing anywhere between $93 and $136 to start your vending machine business into one machine and candy, it's realistic to assume that you'll get your startup investment back anywhere between 3 to 4 months, because an average vending machine location, if you're in a relatively decent location, generates between $30 and $40 profit per month, as the margins for the candy that you're selling is super high, and vending machines generally do pretty well if you're getting in a pretty decent location. So all in all, the Braun's method of investment for your vending machine business is a really good pick if you're on a low budget and you just want to get started into the vending machine industry. Moving on to the silver group of investment, the amount of money that you're going to need to spend to get into this group is anywhere between $180 and $240. So with the silver group, you're going to be investing into 2 one-head candy machines, and you're also obviously going to be investing in some candy. So it's pretty much the same as the bronze group, except you're going to be starting with 2 machines rather than 1. The silver group of investment is actually the thing that I'm going to be doing for my vending machine business. I plan on starting with 2 machines after I actually close locations. So the strategy that I'm actually going to be using is I'm going to close the locations and then get started by purchasing 2 machines and some candy to start my business. So now I'm gonna hop on my computer and show you guys where I'm getting these numbers from for the amount of money you're gonna need to spend to get into the silver group of investment to start a vending machine business. So we're here in my computer, and now I'm going to be showing you guys how much it's gonna cost you to get into the silver group of investment to start a vending machine business. So here, it's very similar to the bronze group, except you're gonna be buying 2 machines instead of 1. So here, I'm back on gumballmachine.com or the Gumball Machine Warehouse, and here I'm looking at a machine. And you can buy a machine for $85 or you can buy a machine for $100, as I already mentioned. I recommend going with the coin drawer if you can. If not, it's just a little bit more of a hassle, but it's not like the biggest deal in the world if you don't go with the coin drawer, because you can still get the coins out. You're just going to have to take the head off of the machine. So now that you have the whole machine thing out of the way, you can spend anywhere from $170 to $200 on 2 machines. And then we're gonna go over to the candy. You can buy, bubble gum, and you have to specify, what kind of candy you want to vend too. So you want gumballs, candy. I don't really recommend toy capsules just because I don't really think those will sell as well. Obviously, I'm not really talking from personal experience, but I'm talking from what I've heard from other vendors. So to start, I don't really recommend you go with toy capsules. I recommend you go with either gumballs or candy. So here I'm going to click candy. So if I clicked candy, I'd go with either Skittles or M&Ms because those tend to be the best sellers. And I'm getting this candy from Costco. It's a really good website. I recommend it. It's a wholesale website, so you're getting stuff in bulk for super cheap. I'll have a link for Costco candy down in the description, so you can get either M&Ms or Skittles. That's what I technically recommend if you're going to go with candy. And then also you can get a huge count of bubblegum, 1,080. That's going to last you a long time. And I think gumballs don't expire for like a super duper long time. So you don't have to worry about not being able to get rid of them fast enough before they expire. And that's going to cost you about $36. So you're getting 1,080 for $36, which is a super good deal. If you decide to go with the silver method of investment to start your vending machine business, you can expect to make your money back in about 3 months, and it's actually a little bit quicker than the bronze method simply because you don't have to buy as much candy per machine. You can just buy 1 bag for those 2 machines and you should pretty much be fine, especially if you're going with gumballs to start off. So for the silver method of investment, you can expect to earn about $60 a month to $80 a month from your 2 machines. And if you multiply that $80 times 3, you have your $240, which is actually the top end of investment for the silver group. So all in all, the silver method of investment is great. It's something I'm personally going to go with once I close 2 locations for my business, and it's something I really want to go with going forward. So that says a lot about what I think about it, since I'm actually going to be putting my own money into this method and actually buying 2 machines and some candy to go along with it. So all in all, the silver method is great, and it's something I definitely recommend if you have a little bit more money to get started and you don't quite have enough, or you don't want to dedicate enough money to go with the gold method. Finally, the bronze method of getting into the vending machine business will cost you anywhere between $350 and $400. So this method is quite expensive, but if you're really sure that I want to get into vending and you want to get a really big jump on your business, I definitely 100% recommend that you go with the gold method. So for the gold method, it's going to include you buying 2 one-head candy machines from the vending machine warehouse, and it's also going to include you buying 1 triple head machine. And although I don't think that triple head machines yield as quick of an ROI as one head machines, buying a triple head machine along with the 2 one head machines will kind of give you an idea on how the profit per month will differ between the 2 machines. If it's not a huge difference, you might want to stick with the 1 head machines going forward, and if it's a really big difference, you might want to go with the 3 head machines going forward, even if they're a little bit more expensive. So now, as always, I'm going to be hopping on my computer and showing you guys exactly what you need to buy to get into the gold method of investment to start a vending machine business. Okay, so we're in my computer and it is time for me to show you guys what you need to go about buying to get into this gold method of investment startup. So here we're looking at the 1 head machines, and as always, I recommend that you guys get a coin drawer. If not, you can always just take the extra time, take off the head, and collect the money that way. It really doesn't matter, but personally, so I can get in and out of locations a little bit faster and save time, I would just go with the coin drawer, because I've seen videos on it and it looks like it's a little bit of a hassle if you don't go with one, but it doesn't matter at all anyway. But here you can see I'd probably go with the black just because it looks like it can store a little bit more. Maybe it's just me, but it looks like the red one stores a little bit less than the black one. So I would probably just go with the black to be safe, but since it doesn't really matter, just go with whatever one you like. But for me, I'd probably just go for the black. I'm just telling you guys that. And then now that you have the 2 one-head machines out of the way from anywhere between $170 for $200, you're going to go over to this first metal triple head machine, and this is actually a new machine. And if you guys can go and buy used, that's what I recommend, because you can get things for a lot cheaper than $165. But this is a super high quality machine. You won't have to worry about quality for years and years and years to come. You won't have any issues for a long time if you're buying triple head all metal machines, even in new conditions. So you won't have many problems, and that's why I think it's probably a great thing to go with. So it's $165, but you'll definitely make your money back by the time this thing even starts to have problems. So what I'd probably go with for these is you can kind of mix things up, which this is what I like about the Gumball Machine Warehouse. You can get 2 gumball, 1 candy. You can get 2 candy, 1 gumball, which is probably what I would do. What I would do to fill up this machine is I would get 1 M&M, 1 Skittle, and then 1 bubble gum. So I'd get 2 candy, 1 gumball. I think that would sell super well. I would just still go with the 1/4 standard and the monster stand for $165, and I think it would be great. So I'd go with this triple head. I get all 3 of these candies, and I would get 2 of these 1-head machines. So that totals to about $400 if you decide to go with that method. Obviously, if you bought a little less candy and just went with the M&Ms or with the Skittles, it would be a little bit lower. But obviously, you would want to have your items sell really well more than just saving money. Because if you have good options, people will be more likely to buy, and your revenue per machine will obviously increase. With the gold method of investment, it'll take you about 3 to 4 months to recoup your startup investment. So it's very similar to the bronze method in terms of ROI and getting your money out of it. Silver method's probably a little bit faster than the gold method, but with the gold method, obviously, once you get your startup investment back, the cash flow will be coming in, and you'll be able to buy new machines whenever. Like, you'll probably be able to get one like every single month, add another machine. Next month, add another machine. Next month, add 2 machines. You'll be able to grow super fast if you're using the gold method, and it'll really help you jumpstart your business if you have $400 to invest in vending. But if you're like me and you don't want to invest, a ton of money to get started, you're just kind of doing it for fun, trying it out, I would go with the silver or bronze method, and you can obviously get more serious as you really feel that you want to dedicate more of your time and money into the business. Breaking down the gold method of investment to start a vending machine business a little bit more. With the triple head machine, you can bring about $50 a month in, while with the one head machines, you would only expect to bring about $30 to $40 a month in. The reason that the triple head machine brings in more revenue is because there's a higher variety, and when a customer walks by it and they see 3 different types of candy, there's a higher chance that they'll buy, simply because there's a higher chance that they'll see a candy that they're willing to pay 25 cents for. So obviously the triple head machines will bring in just a little bit more revenue than the one head machine. So in a total, if you bring in $40 a month from one head, and then you bring $30 a month in from the other one head, and $50 a month in from the 3 head, that is a total of $120 a month from the 3 machines, and you'll get your startup investment back in about 3 to maybe 4 months. Okay guys, with that all being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I did a lot of research for the video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to drop a like and also subscribe to the Financial Wolf channel to be in the first 2,000 subscribers.